2007 and returned to Newfoundland with Joel when he was just 1 month old. She soon realized that to provide for Joel, her best option would be to return to school. She enrolled in his Business Management Accounting program at the College of the North Atlantic, and tomorrow she writes her final. Jennifer enjoys that time. Yay. Jennifer enjoys gardening, hiking, volunteering, and following Joel's adventures from Cape Race to Gross Mourne and all around the corner. She loves a good rant, fit for open line. Please welcome Jennifer Stamp to the stage.
Thank you, Jamie. Okay, I'm super nervous. Can you all hear me in the back? Good. Okay. Just gonna move right in here. Okay, so if you look inside of your programs, inside of the cover there, you'll notice that the 63rd Annual Mental Health Week theme is fine or fine. I got some little signs made. Fine or fine. So, I'm here tonight and I'm feeling fine. And I hope everyone else is feeling fine and not pretending that they are and saying that they're fine. So, I'm going to start off tonight talking about how I was fine for a long time. And now I'm feeling fine. So, we have some Olympic medalists in the house, as you're all aware, and I decided I would bring a medal as well. So, this is a medal I won when I was 13 years old, and I was playing on a junior basketball team. At the time at my school, we only had a senior basketball team. So, there was a tournament for ages 14 and under. So I was on the team, we played, we won. It's all great. But I was one of the oldest on the team, one of the seniors on the team, and it was the first time in my life that I felt proud. I wasn't in the shadow of all the older kids, girls on the basketball team, and I was really proud of myself to be able to go out, represent our school, and win this lovely medal. But I didn't share that victory with anyone because I didn't have friends. I didn't know how to make friends, and my life didn't really allow me to cope well. And it was really rough. It was really tough. So shortly thereafter, probably 3-4 months later, I decided that I was kind of tired of the way my life was. So one evening, I put on a pretty skirt, I put on a beautiful purple sweater, and it had knit flowers on it that my Aunt Susan gave me. She's here tonight. And I put on this medal, because I was so proud. And then I continued to my room, and I took all the medication that was in my house, and I took all of it. And that, of course, was when I was fine. So I took all the medication, I ended up in the hospital, I died, I was resuscitated. I was in a coma for a short while, and then a drug-induced slumber for a few more days, and then 6 weeks on a psychiatric ward. So that's what it was like being 13. I'm going to share with you something I wrote around that time. She's young at heart, and her parents say that trust is a necessity. Yet, she's living in a house where trust only causes controversy. Her life is the same, it will never change. There's no love, there's no hate, just deadly rage. Help is what she needs to escape the pain. It all builds up, the tears, the hunger, the guilt, the shame. She's living in a house of strangers. Why can't they comprehend? To hear her, they must listen, and listen to understand. Her flesh and blood are burning with an eternal flame, caused by the torch of hatred that's burning in her brain. Why does this have to happen? She must bring it to an end. They never did trust her, and now they'll never understand. So after my little stint in the hospital, I returned to my little town of St. Vincent's, and it was there where I needed support, but there wasn't any. There were no supports at all. I returned to high school, grade 9, 1 week before school started. So back then, when people decided that they were going to die at their own hand, they actually died. They succeeded. Here I was, 13 years old. I didn't succeed. I failed. And that's how I felt. I felt like I failed. How can you fail at trying to die? If you're going to do it, you better do it. But I lived. I returned home. And absolutely nobody understood that. Nobody understood what kind of supports I needed. Not the students, not the community, not my family, and certainly not the teachers. So it was really tough. I had a really hard time. And in that time, though, I learned how to manipulate people. Because all of a sudden, everyone was afraid of me. And everyone was afraid of this girl who had tried to die, and nobody wanted to be responsible for me. The next poem. It's called 1 + 2 = Fear. My name is Jennifer. Jennifer number 1. I'm the Jennifer that everyone seems to love. I'm funny and carefree and independent, and I'm smart, just like my mom. But how smart am I? I'm smart enough to hide my feelings of hate and guilt and shame and my stress. I'm smart enough to hide those feelings from everyone who matters in my life. They don't need the burden of me. They don't need the burden of Jennifer number 2. My name is Jennifer, Jennifer number 2. I'm the Jennifer that no one seems to know. Well, no one wants to know. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm lonely. I'm confused. I am angry and I am hurting. I'm hurting and I don't understand why I have to feel all this pain. Why do I have to feel all this anger? Where does it all come from? Why am I angry at everyone? Please, somebody help Jennifer number 2 to understand. But now I'm scared. Because I'm no longer afraid. I'm not afraid of how I feel anymore. I don't care how many people know just who I am. Now everyone will be afraid of me. Afraid of Jennifer. I will scare a lot of people with my strange ways and my strange ideas and my strange behavior. But I'm not going to hide who I am any longer. I am sick from hiding my feelings and hiding me. The world will have to live with my anger and my pain and my confusion and my fear. The fear I feel for the world. I think I wrote that when I was about 18. So, where does the fine start to come in? It's coming in soon. So around then, I left my hometown and I moved to St. John's. I was 17, I had worked all summer, saved up my money and decided I'm going to do this on my own now. I don't need anybody because I kind of felt like I'd been on my own my whole life. So it was only after a couple of years, by the time I was 21, I had my second nervous breakdown. I would refer to the first time when I was 13 as a nervous breakdown as well. So the second time would be 21, nervous breakdown, end up in the hospital, and a week later, I'm sent home from the psych ward, and nothing really changed. And I was sent to talk with the doctor and put on medications, and I couldn't understand why no one was helping me. I couldn't understand why I was always so angry. And I kind of just lost it after a while, and it seemed like I could never get any answers. This one's called The Story of the Day. What kind of monster have I let myself become? I ponder this until my brain aches. I've lost friends and I've lost respect. I've lost love. I've lost myself. I'm full of anger, sparked by the simplest things. I am hurting myself because I am so scared I will seriously hurt someone else. I don't understand why I'm taking medication, a quick fix. I'm becoming more violent. I'm afraid to stop taking it because of the withdrawals. I have to say a bad word. I think this doctor is a fucking idiot. First, pills that make me loopy. Next, pills that cause insomnia. Here, take these ones as well to help you sleep. Followed by 3 weeks of vomiting. I was fed up with it all. I stopped taking the pills. Cried for a full week. I was extremely depressed and suicidal. So based on my reaction to all these previous medications, the doctor decides, oh, you must be bipolar. So now here's new medication, lithium. The best of it, I became more violent, more angry. So my doctor decides, let's increase her dosage. And after that doctor, I saw 8 more over the past few years, a lot of doctors. And now it gets a lot better. So I had my son when I was 30 years old. Shortly thereafter, about a year or so, I went into recovery for drug and alcohol abuse, which took up most of all of my 20s. It seemed like that was the only release I had. I didn't get any help. I kept going to doctors. I kept getting put on pills. I never got any answers. Nobody talked to me and asked me how I was feeling. And then finally, I met a doctor, and we sat down, and we talked, and we talked, and we talked. And I quickly learned that the only way I could take control of myself was to forgive and come to terms with things that had happened in my life and understand where all this anger came from and hug my parents and tell them I love them, which was always really difficult to do. Apologize to my family, love my son, get back in school. Things have been going really well. This is the last poem. It's called Strumming Along. I have a guitar with 5-year-old strings and wayside intentions, it seems. I should be strumming, but I keep on running, 'cause reality looks better in dreams. Dust buries itself and takes on the form of dark, shadowed stories forlorn. I should be picking, but I'll keep on sticking to the excuses that keep me warm. As I reminisce, I let my mind play the songs that saved me each day. I should restring and try tuning to the songs that led me this way. At day's end, if it's gone off key, I know I can count on 2 things: my parents' pride and my son by my side, 'cause I own the melody. So just to give you a little recap: 13, tried to die. 21, not so happy. 27, still struggling. Gone through addiction, been in recovery, decided to go back to school. I learned how to love myself and accept who I am and become aware so that if I'm not feeling well, if my mental health is taking over me and I'm not controlling it, I know the signs. I know what I gotta do. If it's go to a meeting, contact my doctor, go for a walk, dig a hole or throw rocks. I know that there is something better for me to do than to stay in bed or drink or resort to drugs or act out in violence, because I did a lot of that as well. So tomorrow I write my final exam, my very last one. And next week I will have 3 years of sobriety as well. So I'm all done talking, and if anyone would like to hire me, I should be over around. Thank you very much.